Welcome to the Make It Look Easy podcast. I'm your host, Tim Too Easy Stone, aka Mr. Too Easy. And what we're gonna be talking about today, we're gonna give y'all all the bangers that's going on all this week. We're gonna talk about the coaching carousel. We're gonna talk about LeBron Street. We're gonna talk about NFL. But before we do all that, make sure y'all go ahead. Y'all see that button down there? That subscribe and like and follow. Please go ahead, hit your boy up, subscribe, like, do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Ow! Also, before we get started, today's very special for me. Very, very, very special for me. You want to know why? Because my high school, back in 2006, graduate, right? We're going to the state championship again. And we're playing against Miami Northwestern again. This is the rematch. Rematch. Y'all got lucky last year. Y'all had Teddy Bridgewater. But Teddy Bridgewater can't save you this Friday coming up. Teddy Bridgewater can't save you. I don't give a crap about no Miami Northwestern Bull. I don't care about no Teddy Bridgewater getting paid in full. I don't care if Trick Daddy get his muscle pulled. Raise it 5. Raise my 25. I'm letting you know that's what we're doing. Right? Hey, but I really appreciate y'all showing up today. This is the Make It Look Easy podcast. We're gonna have fun today. No special guest today. It's just yours truly, Tim Too Easy Stone. All right. But I appreciate y'all showing love. I'm gonna keep giving you content, and we're gonna keep dropping bangers after bangers after bangers. You feel me? Let's get started. All right. So what we talking about today, Easy? What we talking about today, right? We're gonna be talking about a lot of things. A lot of things here shortly. Let's go ahead and talk about the coach carousel in the NCAA. A lot of things happened over the week, and I I just don't know what was going on by all the moves that was made. So let's see what happened in college because a lot of things happened. Of course, the Lane Kiffin happened. Of course, as my Florida Gators, we got summer off. But a lot of things happened. Oh, the internet going slow today. Okay. Why is responding? Let's talk about it. Lane Kiffin. Let's start off with this. Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin? First off, congrats, LSU. You hit the gold mine. So everybody thinks so. Me personally, I want a Lane Kiffin. You hit the gold mine, right? You swooped in underneath and grabbed Lane Kiffin from Ole Miss. Florida was the top dog for a long time until LSU wanted to be in the sweepstakes for Lane Kiffin. Oh man, let me tell you this. I can say this. Lane Kiffin is one heck of a coach. He is one heck of a coach. I can tell you that. One great coach. I hate the fact that the NCAA didn't allow him to coach or won't allow him to coach Ole Miss during the playoffs. I think Ole Miss got a good chance of making the playoffs. I think they got a heck of a chance. Oh, the screen up now, y'all. I think he got a heck of a chance to make the playoffs. LSU. The naming of Golden as head coach follow Kiffin departure will promote continuity at Ole Miss in 2026. Yeah, okay. Good luck, Ole Miss, and beyond, especially on defense. Over his career, Golden units have allowed 18.5 points, 338.8 yards per game. And the Golden unit and the Lane Kiffin. See, this is where everybody getting messed up. Ole Miss was good before Kiffin got there. They was decent. But Lane Kiffin changed that organization to what it is now. Everything that's the winning prospect of Ole Miss is because of Lane Kiffin. Now, what that mean for LSU? Oh, it mean a lot for LSU. A hell of a lot for LSU. First off, they had to get rid of Kelly. Coach Kelly was not an SEC guy. He was not. Let's just be real about it. He wasn't an SEC guy, not at all. So what did they have to do? They had to go get Lane Kiffin. Now with that getting Lane Kiffin, what do that bring to that organization? The firepower. He was with Nick Saban. He went to USC. He played Tennessee. Net but offense. Lane Kiffin almost had a top 20 offense everywhere he went. Even what FIU or FAU he went to? Man, Lane Kiffin was balling out of control. Can LSU capitalize off of this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if LSU could capitalize off of this, right? Uh, But they damn sure got a good start. I'm hearing a lot of noise out there. Old boy from the wide receiver from Alabama. He's trying to transfer to LSU. I mean, Lane Kiffin, he could pull the strings. He said the money for the kids, and I'm all about the money for the kids. So we'll see how that's gonna be, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Kelly was dismissed at night after LSU third loss of the 2025 season, a 49-24 blowout. He was not an SEC guy, man. What made LSU go after that guy? I have no clue. Oh, the Tigers' first season opener win under Kelly went sideways very quickly with losses to Ole Miss, Vanderbilt, and Texas A&M. One thing he did do, he did beat the Florida Gators. He beat my Florida Gators. I didn't like that. All right, so what does this mean by Lane Kiffin? Do this automatic make LSU a championship threat? Absolutely, it do. For year one, we got to see. Lane Kiffin got to know his guys. I'm a strong believer that you need 3 years in that system to see the change. Can we see that change in the first year? Yes, we can. But I expect it to get better. I expect it to get levels to this with Lane Kiffin get better. Um, some drop of success, some type of success for LSU. You know what that does for the media? You know what that does for the world of college sports? That all eyes on you. Oh, we're gonna give these guys coaching jobs. And I think that's what Kiffin might have to go through, just like Nick Saban. I think Nick Saban ran through so many coordinators. It's so congratulations, LSU. You got one. You got one. You got Lane Kiffin. I expect y'all to do very well. Brian Kelly, good luck. Go coach. Ole Miss might need you. I don't know. Penn State could be a good one for you. Just not the SEC, buddy. You feel me? Not the SEC. You wasn't the SEC type of guy. All right, my Florida Gators. Yo, Gators. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Right? The Florida Gators. We fire. Hold on. Let me get right. Let me get. We finally fired Billy Napier. God, don't get me wrong by Coach Billy Nate. Don't get me wrong about him. Don't get me wrong. The man is a hell of a recruiter. Hell of a recruiter. What he did to bring in all these top scouts in, prospects to the University of Florida, top tier. Probably better than Urban Myers. All the people he brought in, I don't know. Maybe, maybe third best, second best between Steve Spurrier and Urban Meyer. He probably brought in a lot of good recruits in. Now, here's the problem. He brought all this talent in and don't know how to utilize. Let's go about Billy Napier, his failures. Billy Napier, his failures. The first thing, coming from the Sun Belt, right? You was part of the Nick Saban tree. You was part of that Alabama tree. If I'm not mistaken, you was what, the quarterback coach or some part of the offensive line coach, whatever, during the time they had Julio Jones or Amari Cooper. I can't remember one of the two. But you was coming from that Saban tree. You went to the Sun Belt and you did a hell of a job, Billy Napier. A hell of a job. And it's just my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. But you did a hell of a job. The spotlight got too big for you when you came to the University of Florida. Why? Because you was under the mindset since Alabama that you could call plays and you could coach at the same time. You went to the Sun Belt, offensive coordinator, and you saw success because you could control that small conference, right? Not too many egos. You get a scholarship to go to where was it, Louisiana, Raging Cajuns. You pick the right people. They like, oh, I get a chance to ball. I don't care, coach. I don't care what scheme you run. You're giving me a scholarship. Any guy who want a scholarship just to go to college and pay for food, sign me up. What else you got for me, right? And now you're looking at 4 and 5 star, where multiple universities are trying to get that guy. Now, what did you sell him on? I have no clue. Maybe the pride. Maybe the chemistry, the atmosphere of Gainesville, the swamp. But one thing you failed to do was to put them kids in the right position to be successful. May I start? May I add a few players that, you know, they were stars at the University of Florida. And now they look like they wasn't prepared for the NFL. Anthony Richardson, although I don't think you recruited Anthony Richardson at the time, but Anthony Richardson, he was under your people. Yeah. Look what he's doing now. The man, we saw it. We knew Anthony Richardson was ready. He had this talent. He had the potential to be great. And look at him now. Yeah, man, so many it pissed me off. It pissed me off with Billy Napier. It's just the success wasn't added. You didn't want to get an offensive coordinator. You was on the verge of getting fired last year. DJ Lagway saved you, buddy. He saved you in order to keep that job. We wanted you to get an offensive coordinator, and you was okay for it. But once DJ Lagway came in and saved your career. Well, you see, if it's do work. So with that, I can't get down with the DJ Lagway. I mean, Buddy okay, but I like our backup quarterback, the boy coming from Duval. I like to see that boy get a chance, right? But regardless of that, forget Billy Napier. We bring in John Summerall. Now, for the people who don't know John Summerall, I had to do my research too. I didn't know who John Summerall was. I was like, oh no, another Sun Belt coach? Another one? Really, Florida? I mean, damn, you couldn't get Lane Kiffin, but damn, another Sun Belt? What is it about us in the Sun Belt? But you know what? I had a Busan, and let's see what happened. Let's talk about it. The first thing for my Florida Gator fans, we can't compare John Summerall to Billy Napier. I can tell you this from just looking at this coach and listening to him, he's very player driven, motivator, right? Sound like Will Muschamp at the time. Will Muschamp built that fire under players. Maybe he built too much fire and got on some of them players' nerves, but this guy, he's player driven. This guy background way stronger than Billy Napier. Billy Napier only coached for Raging Cajun. This guy moved around. And he started off in the SEC, just like Billy Napier as a coach. But this guy played in the SEC for Kentucky. Now I had to go look it up because I thought it was all fluff where he had his conference. He said, "Oh, I was the leading tackle for Kentucky." Play a linebacker until he got injured. Well, guess what, y'all? This is true. This man was a ball until he got injured. And then followed under the Stoop organization, the tree of the Stoop family. And for y'all who know all the Stoops, y'all need to go look up that family tree. One heck of a coaching family tree. The man moved on to plenty of teams, man, coaching and everything. And he was a winner. Just recently, Tulane. The man just won a championship, a conference championship in Tulane. And guess where Tulane going to now? They're going to the CFP, the college football playoff. Wow. What now that is extraordinary. Florida Gators, like strictly, when you're doing your research, this is what you should be looking at when you're trying to find your coach. I don't know what gave Billy Napier the resume to come to Florida. I don't know. He was winning at one organization. This man is killing it. And now he's in the CFP. And he could have stayed at Tulane because he's building a hell of an organization in Tulane. But he wanted to come play for the Gators. So, with that being said, I'm at ease right now. I'm not gonna brag too much. I'm gonna relax, just relax. I'm gonna sip my drink. And I'm gonna see what the Gators got with John Summerall. Bring that fire. He's doing a hell of a job from what I'm hearing about recruiting. And then he bring in two good coordinators for offense and defense. Bring in the Georgia Tech offensive coordinator. I think his name Faulkner, if I'm not mistaken. And then bringing a defensive coordinator from Kentucky, White, who did have Kentucky as a top 25 defense when he was coaching out there for the defensive coordinator position. The man know how to win, and he understands the 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 fury, the fire within the Florida Gator fans. We're tired of losing. One of the best schools in the SEC, not the best. No, we're better than Georgia, better than Bama, we're better than LSU, we're better than Tennessee. Time to put your money where your mouth is. John Summerall, I'm standing behind you, man. Let's make it happen. You know what I'm saying? All right. So we got a lot of coach moves I see here. UCLA. Oh, yeah. Okay. Deshaun Foster, feel bad for him. Hopefully he could do better. Pat Fitzgerald's in. Mark Stoops, man. I hope he get another job, man. Mark Stoops, 82 and 80. You know how many seasons you had? 13 seasons. You know how many to be a coach at Kentucky for that long? That's he had a great career, man. It's time. I mean, maybe it's time. He's probably getting old now. But Stoops, man, he's always going to be a legend over there in Kentucky. His family going to be a legend in Oklahoma, and his family going to be a legend in Florida. You know what I'm saying? So I hope he could find a spot that he could benefit to help people out. So when Brian Hartline is a good hire. Brian, if people don't know who Brian Hartline, he used to be a wide receiver, I believe, for the Dolphins or the Jets, one of the two. And then he was the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. South Florida, you got rid of Alex Golesh, and not got rid of him, but he went to go to Auburn, and that's not a bad move by Auburn. That was the next best thing after Summerall. You like Brian Hartline. I like to see what he do with USF with that Florida tree, that Florida scouting pipeline, man. I think he could do well, especially playing in the state of Florida. He know a lot of people, and I think he gonna bring in a lot of key people to come, support that USF team. So I'm looking forward to seeing what USF got to do here in the future. We just talked about them. Billy Napier to James Madison. Now that's a good hire. That is a good hire, James Madison. That's where Billy Napier fit. He fits that. He need to be at a smaller school and then build it up. And the expectation ain't so high. I mean, James Madison, they're doing good. Matter of fact, they're 20 and 4 and got hired by UCLA. So They did good. I remember seeing them on TV yesterday. They're doing good. Philly Navy, I guess you do got some expectation coming from the University of Florida where you failed. So you got some expectation to keep this going because you're leaving they're leaving this in the good hands for you. Meanwhile, you left Florida in good hands in recruiting, but fan base and being hype and our atmosphere, nah, you didn't leave it in good hands. So the college culture, the carousel, man, is wild. I expect more to happen. Playoffs. Nobody don't want to leave during playoffs, especially how they did Lane Kiffin wrong. I wish Lane Kiffin could coach Ole Miss. I like to see what he could do with Ole Miss in the college football playoffs. So we'll see how that go. The last one I want to talk about here is James Franklin. Oh, James Frank. Penn State, you got to be crazy. You got to be out of your damn mind to fire this man. The man had y'all in the semifinals last year in the playoffs. The man had you in the semifinals last year in the college football playoffs. You decide to fire him because he had one bad year. Oh, God forgive me. Man had one bad year. One this not even bad, but it was a tough year. He lost a lot of key players. He had to start back up, and maybe he slipped the line of not prospecting well because he had the star players who came back to help him out. You know what I'm saying? He developed players to go in the NFL who are great players, by the way. Parker Washington, Tyler Warren, Michael Parson, Abdul Carter. Could name a few. I think he was there for Saquon Barkley, if I'm not mistaken. He put a lot of good people in the NFL. Man, look at him. Penn State, good luck. Who did y'all hire? Did they put down y'all? I think y'all did hire somebody just recently, but we don't know who it is. We don't know who it is. I don't know who it is. I looked that up, but good luck. Virginia Tech, you got to win them. I'm proud of Virginia Tech. Now we get to see Tech back in the fight of things. I think he's gonna have them boys ready to fight, play good. You're in the ACC, which is not that good, by the way. Yes, I said it, not that good, by the way. FS who? Clemson. What? What? Clemson? Nah. Okay. Duke. What? Virginia? Sugar Canes, the Miami Sugar Cane. Yeah, okay. I think he could do well in that conference, man. I'm rooting for James Franklin. He was second on my list. I didn't know who Summerall was, but James Franklin was second on my list. I wanted just winners, guys who won at a top level, and Lane Kiffin and Franklin was the top two on my list. John Summerall now he's under the radar. He caught me by off guard. So yeah, I wish Virginia Tech the best of luck. I think they could do very, very well this year. Definitely, y'all. Definitely. So, yeah, you already know what time. So let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. The college is a weird thing, The reason why I like college because it's so unpredictable. Right now, I know the conference games are going on right now, and we don't know how this playoff college atmosphere is going to play out this the bracket. So we'll see how it is. But hey, that's college for you. Now, let's move on to something I want to talk about. The streak has been broken. And we're moving on to the NBA. First time talking about the NBA. And it's going to be perfect because we're going to talk about the greatness of LeBron James. Now, for the ones who don't know who LeBron James is, some people call him the GOAT. Some people call him the second GOAT. Some people call him the third GOAT. Whatever generation, whatever floats your boat. Me, LeBron is the second GOAT, right? The greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time player in my mind. I got to watch Michael Jordan and I got to watch LeBron James. And as a kid, Michael Jordan just he came out the screen, man. Like, what the fuck? This guy is amazing. LeBron James, LeBron James was in high school. His senior year, I was in my ninth grade year. So yeah, I got to keep up with LeBron because that's all they was talking about in school was LeBron James. But let's talk about this. What happened? LeBron James came in the league what in 2020 no, not 2020, 2003, 2004 year, the year that Michael Jordan retired 2002 to 2003. So yeah, LeBron, D Wade them came in 2304 year. I'm gonna tell y'all something that that was amazing by Bron. You know his streak broke. What streak you talking about, Easy? Double digit points. Now some people like, oh, 10 points. All you gotta do is get 10 points. That's it. And what's so significant about that? 10 plus. Man been doing it for so damn long. I'm talking about so damn long. The streak that he haven't scored nothing less than 10 points for so damn long since 2007. You want to know what was going on in 2007? Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? First off, I graduated in 2006. 2007, I was getting ready to go to Tallahassee to go to college. You want to know what's going on in 2007? Facebook was just now getting started. A thought. MySpace was the king of social media. MySpace. Let that for you younger kids or younger people. you need to know what MySpace all about. MySpace was our thing back in the day. Then Facebook came around, right? You want to know what else was going on? Tim Tebow was in college. That's when the Florida Gators was kicking off to be dominated. My Florida Gators, right? A lot of things going on in 2007. Bush was still a president. President Bush, by the way, excuse me, sir. He was still the president at the time. A lot of things, man. LeBron had a streak. Now, let that sink in. 2007 is 2025. 2025. You know how many years for y'all who got that math? I'm gonna use my high school diploma. I like to call it my GED. But I don't got a GED. I'm just saying I got a high school diploma. But my math, I'm trying to math my math. You know how many years that is for LeBron to maintain that? Michael Jordan didn't do it for that many years. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar haven't done it for that many years. Wilt Chamberlain haven't done it. Allen Iverson, Kobe Bean Bryant, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Durant, Stephen Curry, Shaquille O'Neal. These guys haven't done it. LeBron did for so many years. And with that being said, he we gotta acknowledge his greatness, right? We gotta acknowledge his greatness. So, what happened? Let's talk about how this streak got broken, right? Let's pay attention. Let's see how this streak got broken. See, I'm gonna pay attention. See, what did he do to break that? Some people say he had a chance to score the ticket. LeBron finished with 8 points, and the Lakers win. Law only ninth game with single-digit scoring since January 2007. Okay, let's see how this happens. If it plays, my internet acting slow today. It's been snowing, y'all. The weather been bad. It's cold. If you hear me sneeze, forgive me, right? Let's see here. They don't want to play. Dang. Oh, the circle. All right. While that's doing that, then let's read it. LeBron James knew his record streak of double-digit scoring effort was in jeopardy, and in the moment he didn't care. The right play was to pass the ball, so he did. Oh my God. LeBron did it again, huh? Pass the ball. People criticize him. Me myself criticize him for passing the ball too much. Yes, I got it for y'all Jordan haters. Jordan passed the ball to Steve Kerr. Yeah, John pass it. Okay, whatever. Yeah, whoopie damn do.
Booking.com has all kinds of stays.
Ooh la la!
There we go. Oh, of course this thing want to echo. Why that's waiting for it. Whoopie damn do. I can tell you this. A lot of people want to see LeBron have the killer instinct, just like myself. And I'm not saying LeBron don't have the killer instinct, but I can be honest with y'all. I'm just being real. And I watch a lot of Bron games just to see how he plays, especially when he played for my Miami Heat. I can name off the top of my head probably 3 clutch winning games that he shot the ball, right? First one, him as a Cleveland Cavalier against the Orlando Magic. It was in the Eastern Conference Final. Although they lost that series, LeBron shot a clutch backboard 3. A lucky one by that. I remember that one. Why? It was so impactful because it was in the conference finals. Trying to go to the finals to play the Los Angeles Lakers against Kobe Bryant. We wanted to see LeBron versus Kobe in a championship. We wanted that. That's why it's so impactful. That's why I remember, right? The second one, I don't know if y'all remember. This is LeBron's second stint with the Cleveland Cavaliers against the Washington Wizards. Bradley Beal, John Wall. Corner 3, LeBron with probably 1 second left. Fadeaway jumper, 3-point line on the corner. Nice. Killed him. What a heartbreaker for the Wizards. I think the Wizards was up the whole time, if I'm not mistaken. I think they was up the whole time. So what a setback for them. And then the last one that I can remember, right? Uh-oh. Okay. Let's refresh it, see if that works. All right. The last one that I can remember, right? The last one. His first stint with the Cavaliers again. He played against the Detroit Pistons. Chauncey Billups and them boys. Rasheed Wallace. Ben Wallace wasn't there. It was Weber and McDyess and them there. Yeah, Wallace was there. When he drove through the layout and sent Cavaliers to their first finals. They got swept by the San Antonio Spurs for his first finals, right? I remember that game where LeBron had a clutch layup. I think they was going in overtime or they didn't go in overtime. He drove. He just head down, whoop, laid it up. I remember those. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on LeBron. I wish we saw more LeBron with the clutch shots because that's what I grew up on with Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. Clutch shots. When your superstars get the ball, they shoot the shot. You can't tell Reggie Miller, hey, Reggie, Jalen Rose is gonna shoot this last shot, or Jermaine O'Neal is gonna shoot this last shot, or Mark Jackson's gonna shoot this last shot, or Chris Mullin, respect Chris Mullin, gonna shoot this last shot. No, 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 no. You're gonna let Reggie Miller shoot this last shot. You can't tell Kobe Bryant who's gonna shoot the last shot. Granted, he had Shaq and he played second fiddle to Shaq. And yes, Kobe Bryant started off as a sidekick. The reason why I put Kobe as the third best because Kobe wasn't the natural leader that he should have been because he had Shaq, right? He was the sidekick to Shaq. Jordan and LeBron was Jordan wasn't never the sidekick to anybody. LeBron was a sidekick to one person, well, 2 people now. LeBron was the sidekick to Dwayne Wade when he came to Miami. And now LeBron's the sidekick to Luka, right? So, yeah. What I'm getting at is that stars don't nation to take that last shot. Now, was this the right play for LeBron? Obviously, it looked like it was the right play. What kind of impact was it, though, to win this game? Would this hurt y'all playoff chance to win it? Okay, here we go. Here we go. What you got to say?
New Balance. We got now.
Y'all gotta forgive me. Come on. Okay. Whatever it's doing, that thing acting janky. NBA, y'all need to fix y'all damn website, man. It's crazy. Yeah. But let's talk about it. LeBron, Lakers. I'd rather see the streak keep going. Some streets just shouldn't be broken, or some streets are meant to be broken. This street should have been broken. Why? You ask? Win is a win. Yes, I got it. And I'm not downgrading the win. Yes, he won. Everything, yes, he won. But why did you take that last shot, bro? It's not like it was the end of the day. It's not like it was gonna touch your record. Yes, you got an assist. Congratulations. You passed and you won. Was it worth the streak though? No, I don't think so. I think I would have took my chance of scoring to keep that streak going. You got something that nobody could chase. And yeah, here we go. Let's see. Okay, okay. I saw it. That was a good pass, bro. That was a good pass. Afterwards, he was asked what thoughts he had about the streak ending. None. We won. Good mentality. Good mentality. I'd rather see the streak. Now the streak. LeBron, this is your last game. While still having your crown and your chair that you can sit on and call yourself the king. We saw Kobe Bryant in his bad years. A lot of things was broken, like, Kobe Bryant, right? We saw Michael Jordan going to the Wizards. A lot of Michael Jordan records have been broken. Him missing the playoffs for the first time been broken. Some things don't mean to be broke, man. But I mean, I guess it's a recycling game. Everything has to happen. So you getting old, just like how Jordan and Kobe got old, just like how Shaq got old, just like how Magic got old. A bird. Streets, I guess streets meant to be broken. But LeBron, you was beating father time, man. And I wish you could have kept that streak going because that would have been a great feat to have, man, by the time you retire. But again, kudos to you. Y'all won. Congratulations, Lakers. Y'all won, right? The impact of y'all winning that game, very little, my eyes. It's 82 games. What, we're like 25 games in, 27, 28 games in. It's 82 games. That one game doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters to y'all. Y'all already in good position to make the playoffs. I think y'all in the top standings. So it doesn't matter. I don't think it was an impact. I think it's more that put put a spotlight on the Lakers. Like, now we gotta watch the decline of LeBron James, and I hate that for LeBron James. And I'm a Michael Jordan fan because I hated to watch Jordan with the Wizards. I was cheering for him. I was rooting. Yeah, that's MJ, MJ. But in the back of my mind, I saw the decline. Back in my mind, LeBron right now, this season, Lakers fan, prepare. No, no, you know what? Lakers fans, you don't have to prepare because y'all Lakers fans, y'all good with Luca. Y'all are straight. Doesn't matter, y'all. LeBron fans, prepare. The end is coming. It's nearing. His career. It's about to be over. It's gonna be sad. It's gonna be sad because he is one, if not possibly the greatest player that we ever watched. Before I move on, this is how I break down my this is how I break down my my GOAT list and why Jordan is the GOAT. And I argue this with everybody and a mama. LeBron, he did come out of high school and he lived up to the hype. I can't tell you it's no bigger hype than LeBron James coming out of high school. Mark my words, kids, go YouTube the hype of LeBron James, the chosen one, coming out of high school. The man had media at his game every day. He was on news every day, magazines as a high school kid. This man media, one of the one of the craziest hype media of all time, and I don't think it will ever be touched again. He lived up to the hype too. Nobody can doubt it. He went to multiple championships games, way more, like 9 or 10. He only won four. That's okay. But he went to the championship. He found out the way to get there. It took him a while, his first stint with Cleveland. Although he did go there 1 year, he got swept by the Spurs. He had to move on to Miami to learn from D Wade, play sidekick for that 1 year with D Wade, which I'm still mad because I am a Miami Heat fan. And the way LeBron showed up against the Dallas Mavericks, that's a whole different story. But regardless of that, he won championships at Miami. Moved on, went back to Cleveland, won a championship in Cleveland. He had to go through the juggernaut of the Golden State Warriors. And I got it. I don't put that against him because who was going to beat that Warriors team? Especially when they could add Durant the second year they added, or the third year they added Durant? Yeah, the rematch, the third rematch. The Warriors beat him the first year. He'll even beat him the second year. And Durant came in, won that year. Yeah, 2 years back. Yeah, who's gonna beat that team? He left Cleveland, went to the Lakers, went to the championship, and beat my Miami Heat in the championship with AD, which I COVID, but it's okay. One thing I'm not going to take away from LeBron James is his accolades because the man got a lot of accolades. The man is a baller. Take the time, LeBron fans, from a Jordan fan to the LeBron fan. Watch every game if you can. Watch all his highlights if you can. But this could be possibly the last year that you get to witness the greatness of LeBron James. It's gonna be sad. I was sad with Jordan. And now all you're gonna be doing is talking to the next generation that's come up. LeBron James was the best player ever. And they're gonna look at you like, what? Get out of here. You see this guy right now who's born? Brad ain't there. And y'all old heads. That's what they're gonna look at you like. That's what they look at me when I talk about Jordan. Some people never got to watch Jordan. They only know Jordan by the brand. Brian James fans, we ready. Talk to Kobe fans. God rest his soul. Talk to Kobe fans. All they can do is just talk about what they saw about Kobe. And all you could do is talk about what you saw about LeBron. So I leave it with that. LeBron, you are the greatest. And let's see how you do this season. But it's, it's giving me Michael Jordan vibes, giving me Kobe vibes. Like, decline, relax. Maybe you show out in the playoffs. Put all your energy in the playoffs, but I think that's your last hoorah. You're not telling people. All right. We're gonna talk about some NFL, huh? Y'all ready to talk about NFL? We got some good games coming on tomorrow. Great games coming on tomorrow. I can not man, look. So many games that's gonna come on tomorrow, man. We're, I'm gonna cover I'm gonna cover two because last time I covered like three with my friends and everything. But we're gonna talk about it. The first game we're gonna talk about your Duval Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Colts. Right? Game. Both teams 8-4. Both teams 8-4. We got a good game. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, the too easy frozen. All right. Why that's doing that? The internet been going slow, y'all. Sorry about that.